What is up, everyone? And today we're looking at chapter 399 of My Hero Academia, and we do start off by seeing All Might use the suit along with Floppy's suction cups quirk similar thing, as well as the tail quirks, and he is saying to himself that how this is going to allow him to move more faster and make this less of a one-sided fight. Now he does also say to himself that he understands how All For One is rewinding his body to sort of reduce the damage, then it means he's got to use that quirk. But he does also say to himself, but there is a problem with this. He needs an energy source, his normal one isn't going to be enough. So he's counting on you, Anima, which appears to be his version of the animal quirk, whispering to the animals. Then we do see All For One come down at the top of the alleyway, looking down on him, basically just saying to him, you laugh like that, just to immediately run away. Then almost a bit sure, like, he's here. And then you can see All For One does actually put his hands into the wall and extends the sort of blades going through, basically saying that, look, I know what you're up to, I'm going to stop you, I ain't even going to go all out, I'm going to kill you with minimal effort. Then you see all the blades shoot out of the wall, come out of every direction to hit All Might, but boom, he just launches himself upwards, where he's immediately met with two giant mutant face looking things, at which point he says, you liar, how are you not going all out? But of course, All For One says, what do you mean? That ain't nothing, that's nothing. And then they're chasing him, he's running away from the hands. All For One's basically saying, well, what happened to your smile? Now you're just a gutless old man. At which point All Might's saying to him that, well, saying to himself that he's using the children's quirks to keep up his assurance. Do you think they would protect you? It's actually All For One asking him that, and we can see that the blade things are sort of hitting him, taking out more and more of the suit, bouncing through the alleyway, and All For One's just reminding him that this fight's being recorded. Are you happy for everyone to see you fall like this? And bam, he just pops out of the wall, telling him his light's gone, and bam, smacks him pretty damn hard straight into that floor. Then we see in the next bit where he's basically saying, you don't get it at all, people are flickering beings, even if his light goes out, someone else will take it and keep it shining, they're going to illuminate the dark. I don't need that light of yours. We do then cut to Aoyama fighting with one of the escaped prisoners from Tartarus, and he's basically saying that I don't need the light of yours, as he appears to be wrapped around in some sort of plant vines, that sort of stuff. And it does move down, saying that basically 300 meters northeast from where the divide and conquer plan took place, except for one, all of the 32 heroes in charge of taking care of the remaining villains have been defeated. Basically all of them are done, they've all been finished, wiped with the floor, taken out, 6 feet under, and the only one left is my man Aoyama. And we can see here the villain, who is actually an escaped serial killer and corpse collector from Tartarus. I'm guessing he broke out when they broke out All For One. Kunida is his name. We can actually see Fat Gum here, who's completely drained, which I guess is the plants take nutrients, which is probably almost like a direct counter to his, and he's basically saying slowly but surely the roots of the flowers that are growing inside me are exactly making his fat absorption quite useless, so almost a counter. And basically telling Aoyama that he leaves it all to him before turning into a flower, and boom, a massive one. I mean, even this Kunida guy says that he don't think he's seen one this big before. And when a single flower does bloom, the pollen starts a chain reaction, and these are roots, these are an extension of his body, so he can reach everywhere now. And then one of them does spit out what it looks like the support item that always went around Aoyama's belt, basically just saying that, look, you don't have anywhere left to run, you're a filthy traitor, you're going down today. And without the belt, naval laser ain't gonna work, he's too weak to do it from here, what's he really gonna do? And we see Aoyama there, tries to shoot a little couple bits out, and they're saying to him that you could have been controlled like a puppet because of your useless quirk, and if I were to choose a word that defines you, it would be pitiful. Then we do get a flashback to his childhood when he first got the support item by the looks of it, and how happy his parents were, and very brief flashback. He does say to the Tartarus villain that that's exactly why I said mercy earlier. You calling him a traitor reminded of his sins, and basically made him even more determined to cling to their lives. I guess especially Deku, and always like a symbol to him, so that inspired him to sort of carry on, go on, to shine brighter than ever before, as he says in his own words here. And then he starts shooting lasers randomly, bam 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 bam, all missing, not doing anything. The villain's saying, how are you gonna cling to something like that? You're just gonna die. But bam, who's behind him? Invisible Girl, who takes all of the fucking, excuse my language, lasers, and by the looks of it, I've been waiting for you, hero. Shoots them all back at the villain. One concentrated Giga Chad super OP naval laser takes the guy out in a flash. Then we actually see All Might in the middle of this panel saying that they're going to illuminate the dark and keep shining, and it appears that all their robotic birds have managed to connect to a power plant or some sort of power source. So he's saying, allow me to light the fire once again. All Might gets his chance to go ham, go all out, show us why he was the #1 hero. As we see, it cuts to his motorbike thing floating in the air, detailing All For One. He don't plan on losing, he ain't going down, he's got a plan up his sleeve. With that super strange, eerie looking smile, eerie looking laugh, he says to him, you better remember this name. Can't stop twinkling, and bam, hits him with a Giga Chad super OP orbital laser beam, takes the guy out. That's it. Can't wait for the next chapter, see what happens. As soon as it's out there, I'm going to be here covering it. Okay, I can't wait. I just want to say thank you everyone for the support. Thanks for watching the videos. If you do enjoy it, like, subscribe, throw us a comment as well if you're even feeling it. Thank you everyone, much love, and I'll see you in the next one.